The world of personalized medicine was really born here with the sequencing of the first cancer genome. So this really launched this whole idea of personalized medicine globally. There's countless examples of really exciting projects that are really moving forward fast. And they're the kinds of research projects that move the frontier forward.
We're a top-tier institution and one of the few places in the nation that can really translate basic science research into clinical practice and really make an impact for patients. And that's what makes me excited about being here at the Siteman Cancer Center. What my lab is really passionate about is making immunotherapy effective in pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer is a poor outcome disease, and immunotherapy to date is ineffective. But we think that if we can make immunotherapy effective in this disease, we can really make a headway for patients. The outcomes of these studies actually were quite impressive. We have scored now a total of $2.2 million in additional research funding. We've translated this into a phase 1b, phase 2 clinical trial in human pancreatic cancer patients, where we're seeing some clinical impact of the therapy, along with some biomarkers that suggest that we can select the right patients. So I think that this is a huge win.
The great thing about PEDAL is that it has a built-in multiplier effect. So the people that get that support can do things that aren't supported by NIH funds. PEDAL really allows people to dream and allows them to think in a forward fashion and be more visionary in how they want to pursue science.
We are sort of new cancer investigators. Roberto is a bone biologist, I am an osteoimmunologist, and we really started working on cancer when finding these surprising results.
The fascinating aspect of all this project was, for me at least, was that we really found these cells that should not be there.
We found them in breast cancer, which was our primary focus initially, and then we found them in lung tumors as well as in melanomas. If we think about cancer, we all want to cure cancer, but therapies cannot be only directed to target the tumor cells, but also the neighboring cells. So if our work, we hope that is going to provide new therapies that will target the neighboring cells, making the local environment less stable for the tumor cell to grow.
Our project, it's a direct testimonial of what investment in this type of research can do. It's just so heartening to see that so much money can be raised by a community like that, and I'm so grateful.
The funds that we receive from Pedal the Cause are extraordinarily important. Competition for talent is really, really tough, and we compete with Boston and with the West Coast, places like Stanford, Hopkins. When we meet with prospects, we are able to share with them very explicitly how this community has adopted the importance of cancer research.
The research at Siteman is incredible across all fields, and one of the things that I'm always astonished with or amazed by the research is the breadth and the depth and the expertise in the science that's going on at Siteman. And this is a study that came about because of the environment at Siteman, where I heard colleagues talking about research they were doing for treating adult AML, using your immune system to treat it, and the fantastic results that they were having in early trials from it. And I approached them about extending this study to our pediatric population, and they were extremely excited about that opportunity, and we were able to then kind of develop a multidisciplinary team from both pediatrics and from adult. The funds from Pedal the Cause are actually critical to the research across the board at WashU, particularly to the research we're doing on it, and research that's in early stages.
NCI, National Cancer Institute, only sets aside about maybe 4 to 8% of their research money for pediatrics. And that is obviously very concerning. The dollars we receive, therefore, from Pedal the Cause are enormously important in trying to offset that sort of asymmetrical circumstance.
One of the most tangible and concrete things that you can do is advanced biomedical research. It has an enormous impact on our society, our quality of life, and overall everything that's important to us.
To the Pedal the Cause community, what I'd really like to say is thank you.
Thank you very much for your support.
Thank you for your commitment.
Thank you for making St. Louis proud and wanting to be part of something that is so much bigger than any one of us individually.